Hello Chocks and Chockets, the room between Roberto here for another video review. This time of the new Aero Dark and Milk. Sharing bar apparently. Sharing bar, yes. Shared myself. Yeah, so dark and milk, not just dark milk, but dark and milk. Intense, smooth, it says, yeah. New, of course, new. I don't know if you can see that where it says new. Oh, there we go. It's, yeah, there we go. Yeah, so feel the bubbles melt, it says as always, TM. It looks very inviting, this one, I have to say. I mean, dark milk generally doesn't appeal too much by the wrappers. It always seems a bit, I don't know, not quite. I don't think the branding looks too great. I mean, it looks okay, but I think in this case it really looks nice. I mean, look at that. It looks like a real dark chocolate mousse or something, doesn't it? It looks very, very tasty. So, Rainforest Alliance again. That's appearing in a few bars these days. Yeah, people and nature. There we go. Yeah. So yes, it says Aero supports improving the lives of cocoa farmers and quality of cocoa food and Nestle Cocoa Plan, and by working with the Rainforest Alliance. Learn more at Nestle something or other. What it says there, Nestle, see it would be bigger there so I can see it. NestleCocoaPlan.com, there we go. Yeah, so I used to say this quite a lot. I've not said it quite so frequently recently, but basically back when I was a student, a long time ago now, unfortunately. Yeah, they basically Nestle, well around that time, and it might have been a bit later actually, but either way, Nestle, I think they didn't support fair trade or something like that, so they had a big student backlash basically against their products. So I think these days they're very much they label it on all their products that they do these kind of things. I think most chocolate bars and chocolate companies do, but there was a big thing with Nestle at the time. Yeah, so good while back now, a good 20 years ago or something, I think. But yeah, so what have we got calorie wise? It says feel the bubbles melt as well. So it does look a very nice looking bar, I have to say. There's a mint one of these. I've not got hold of that yet. I'm looking, a darker milk mint one. I'm looking out for that as well, but I've not seen it yet. Just saw this one in Asda. I think we're in Tesco exclusively for a time, but Asda didn't have the mint one, unfortunately. But there you go, per 100 grams, 536 calories, 35.3 grams of fat, 20.6 of which are saturates. And per 4 pieces, 78 calories, 5.1 grams of fat, 3 of which are saturates. So 4 pieces, I think that's one row basically, pretty much. I mean, I don't think there'll be even rows, but yeah, I can feel there's 4 nubbles there. Sounds like it's I'll say sounds. It feels like it's a 3x7 bar, so we'll see. Yeah, 100 grams. It's a 90 gram bar. So it's very light, this one, because it's mainly just air, isn't it? Because it's just aerated chocolate, just bubbles. Yeah. No, it's very nice. I like the feel the bubbles. Not slightly off centre there, but it is there. Yeah. I think it looks really nice. Definitely, it looks really nice. Anything else to say on it? Any official description? Yeah, smooth, bubbly, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate contains cocoa solids, 48% minimum. Ingredients, blah, blah, blah. Does it have any palm oil in it? Can't see it. Don't think it has palm oil. I'll flash it on so you can see. You can spot it and I missed it. Yeah, I can't see it. There we go. Some addresses going on. No, it's very nice, this. I feel okay. I'm yeah, very excited about this one. Bit of flourishes going on. But we should give it an open, so let's do it. Let's give it an open. Hello, so yes, let's give this Aero Dark Milk an open. So yeah, before I forget, I've done about 700, I think it's about 740, 750 reviews. So after you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel, yeah, I've put a playlist in the top right hand corner as you look. Basically have a link to all my other reviews basically, so if you like this one, please check those out. Hugely appreciated. Okay, there we go. So, right, so you can see there are a bit of flourishes going on, so we'll just give it a bit of a measure. It's a bit flatter now, of course, but we'll, can give it a rough measurement still. So it's about 19.5 centimetres there. So with the, out of the flourishes, out of the wrapper rather, it's about 18.3. Okay, a bit of flourishes there. We'll give them a measure. It's out of it's kind of, slightly flatter now, but it's not too bad. About 19.5 centimetres of flourishes, but outside of the wrapper, it's 16.2, 16.3 centimetres. So we'll give it a bit of the caliper treatment and mo. So we'll just give it, let's have a look at first impressions and things. We'll wrap on the inside. Oh, look at, yeah. Quite a nice uniform bar actually. Bit of bubble action, looks very, yeah. Looks quite nice, doesn't it? Looks quite nice. It's plain underneath, of course. No tie tracks or anything from any conveyor belts. Yeah. That yellow at the top is just a reflection of my t-shirt, I think, so apologies for that. But yeah, it looks very, it looks nice, doesn't it? Nice and bubbly, nice bubble design. Yeah, it's not melty, it's all to touch. Obviously, it might be in it was slightly warm, but not at the moment. It's okay. So let's give this a bit of a old measure. So it was 19.5 pretty much in the packet. So I don't think the caliper's that long actually. Yeah, it only got to about 15 centimeters. So assuming it hasn't reduced by that much. Yeah. So I can't do it with the calipers, but I can do perhaps a bit more accurate now. So, but I think it says 16.3, and it is pretty much that actually, 16.3. We can do the old width with the calipers though, so why not? Why not? About 8.1 centimeters there. Ooh, focuses in. Yeah, and then the height. Well, the height's a difficult one, isn't it? Because you can see here clearly it's not uniform. So I'll try and do it roughly in between two sections when we can, if we can. Can I? Yeah, so kind of between them, it's about a centimetre, almost. But again, it depends. But probably from the top to bottom, which is probably the best bet to do. From the lowest point to the highest point. It's about 1.4 centimetres. I'll just do that with thingy as well. With here. Yeah, I get about 1.3 this time. Could be almost 1.4. It's hard to say that, but 1.3, 1.4. Just try again with the calipers because I think I didn't feel convinced when I did it, so let's try again. Yeah, say 1.4 each time. Yeah, about 1.4, so don't know. Calipers are presumably quite accurate, so we'll perhaps go with that, but it was about 1.3 when I used the ruler. Right, so let's give it a bit of a break. Let's see what we've got. Oh, there we go. Oh yes, look at that. It looks beautiful, that doesn't it? I have to say, I think the dark milk look to it really makes it look very beautiful. A bit dark though to look at there. I might just try and see, focus in a bit. It is quite dark to look at. I might just. Well, there you go. Yeah, not too bad. I think you can see it now. Yeah. So yeah, that's yeah. There we go. Yeah, it looks lovely, that, doesn't it? I said the yellow off on the top. I do apologise for that. But yeah, I think it looks very nice, doesn't it? That I think we need to taste it though. You know, I really do. It looks very nice. Yeah. Let's give it a taste. Can't wait. Hopefully this will be nice. I've been disappointed with dark milk for the most part so far, so we'll see what this is like. So let's give it a taste. Let's go on. So we're going to give this Aero dark milk taste. Well, dark and milk actually. Yeah, so dark and milk. What's actually describe it as on the back? I forgot now. Smooth, bubbly, dark chocolate. Dark chocolate contains cocoa side 48%. So it just says it's dark chocolate actually. So I don't quite know. Yeah, I don't quite know where. Is it really dark milk? It's just a low strength dark chocolate. So I'm not sure about that. Dark milk's been a bit disappointing so far for me. I've had it and it's just been a bit. That's not really that great a taste. The only one that's worked really well was the Kit Kat Zebra, and that was kind of a mix of dark and white chocolate sort of mixed together, and that's really what I think dark milk should be. Really. Okay, right. Well, there we go. So this is what we're up against. Very nice, doesn't it? Look at that. Yeah, it's very nice. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. It does have quite a strong dark chocolatey taste, really. I don't really know if it's a dark milk chocolate. I mean, I think it is just because it's dark and milk and things, and maybe they put milk in it, but have they added milk to it or something? Does it say? Fat reduced cocoa powder, whey powder from milk, butter fat from milk, hazelnut paste it's got in it. Oh, suitable for vegetarians as well, by the way. I think I forgot to mention that before. Yeah, so if it focuses in. Yeah, so I don't know. Yeah, it's not bad, you know. It tastes more like a dark chocolate Aero rather than dark milk, I think. I don't know why. I guess there's milk in it. They've included milk in it, so maybe it is. Maybe that's why it's just darkened milk, because it's not, rather than dark milk, it's actually, you know, it's not quite the same, and maybe that's the case. I'm not really getting the impression it's a dark milk chocolate. I don't know. It doesn't seem to taste the same. It tastes nicer than what's been labelled dark milk before. It just tastes like a nice sort of rich dark chocolate. I think the bubbles work really well in it as well. It gives it a sort of, I don't know. It sort of makes it so it's not quite as strong, I guess. You know, with dark chocolate, it makes it tempers it a bit, I guess you'd say. It's not massively rich. It does melt in the mouth. But again, I think the bubbles help. I think the centre's quite delicate, and it does melt as a result of that. I think that sort of helps with the richness of any dark chocolate. Yeah, I think that just really does enable it, so it's not quite as dry as it might have otherwise been if it was just a solid block. I mean, the chocolate in Aero is a bit disappointing. I'm not a big fan of regular Aeros. It's okay, but the chocolate's a bit rubbish. I don't think it really lends itself to the bubbles, whereas this one I think really does. I think this is quite pretty nice, yeah. I think this is quite nice. Yeah. I think this works really well. I think the bubbles really help bring out the taste of the chocolate. Yeah, I'm a fan of this. I say I think regular Aeros, in my view, the chocolate's just a bit not great, and it's not helped by the bubbles. But this one, you know, the chocolate's nice, and it's helped by the bubbles. So I think it just makes it melt a bit easier. It takes away from the richness of it, you know, to an extent, and makes it sort of less dry. Even though it's not a high cocoa solid anyway. It's what is it, 48%? Did it say? Yeah, I think it did. Yeah, 48% minimum. Yeah, you can see that there. Hopefully it'll zoom in, focus in. Yeah, 48% minimum to near my finger. Yeah, so yeah, very happy with this. Very nice. I think it's really nice. I think it's I was really expecting the worst, actually. I was not excited for this at all when I saw it. You know, obviously when I had it in hand, it looked beautiful. I got more excited then, but but you know, just having disappointed experiences with dark milk before, I think this would just be the same. But it's not. You see the bubbles go all the way to the top there. Yeah, I'll say I think you know, I really like dark chocolate. It might not change your mind, but I think it's still nicer than a lot of other dark chocolates insofar as not being quite as strong and as rich, and a bit more creamy. So you might like that. So it does have that kind of effect on it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it is dark milk. I don't know, but it tastes. I feel like it works anyway better than other dark milks I've tasted. They've just not been that great, not been very pleasant to eat. But this one, yeah, I mean the bubble. I think it's all about the bubbles. I think that just adds a layer, enables it to melt in the mouth a lot easier. Makes it a bit more. I don't know. Just works with the dark chocolate. So it does look like there's milk in there, perhaps from the ingredients, but I don't think it's really a. It just seems to have a bit more of a richer taste. Maybe it's just because it's just more pleasant. I don't know. Yeah, not too sure. It's just something that works about it. I feel like this one's a bit different than the other dark milks I've tasted. Could be talking rubbish there, really, but you know, I don't know. Something nice about it. It seems, as I say on ingredients, it just seems to say it's dark chocolate. But I guess that's probably what dark milk is anyway, isn't it? It's just a sort of low cocoa solid percent dark chocolate, isn't it? And they probably throw in some, as say, milk or something. But either way, whatever, it tastes really nice. It just works. I think it's all down to the bubbles. I'm really impressed with this one. I do like it a lot. I think it's very enjoyable. I think it's the first dark milk other than the zebra one, I'd say the Kit Kat Zebra, which I don't know. Well, again, was that dark milk? I don't know. I mean, I had dark chocolate, we had white chocolate. I mean, why is dark milk really? I have no idea. But, you know, obviously, it's just, I think it's just something, isn't it? You know, just a name to apply to something. I think it could be anything really. But I think, yeah, this one's the nicest one I've had that's actually been just. Not just, you know, well, the Kit Kat Zebra was kind of like a white chocolate and dark chocolate mixed together. Is that really dark milk? Those two, well, this one and the Kit Kat Zebra, really nice. I think they're the ones to go for if you want dark milk. I'd ignore the Cadbury ones and possibly the Milka ones. I'm not sure. I don't think I've tried those yet. But the Cadbury ones and the Galaxy ones, yeah, they just did not work for me at all. But very happy with this. Yeah. The same. It's still quite rich. It's still quite dark chocolatey, but I think for me it's really like having a dark chocolate but just with bubbles in it rather than it being a dark milk, if that makes sense. I get more the impression it's I mean the bubbles might just sort of skew the taste of it to an extent where it's not really about the dark milk. It's more about the bubbles, if you know what I mean. So it's like it just seems to make it more velvety, melts a lot easier in the mouth, and I think that's sort of, and that you kind of, it doesn't really register that it's not a dark chocolate. It just registers that it's a nicer way to eat a dark chocolate, really. Yeah, it's not. It takes away the dryness of it, and I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's not a strong. As I say, it's only 48% or whatever, but it's a really good way of eating dark chocolate. It's very impressive. So I think for me, yeah, I think it's a good 4 out of 5. I think I'm very happy with it. Really like it. It's best, say, dark chocolate to date, other than if you count the Kit Kat Zebra that I've tasted. Yeah, so definitely recommend it, and I'll be looking forward to trying the mint one as well. I thought the mint one would be the one that worked really, because it just had that extra mint flavour. Because I thought it wouldn't be very pleasant, but no, I think the bubbles really work, and I think this is actually an Aero that's nice as well. I think the other Aeros have just been, I say, their regular milk chocolate just isn't really up my street. It's not my. I don't really like the taste that much, but no, dark chocolate's where it's at. I think as far as Aero's concerned, 4 out of 5. Or dark milk chocolate. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Have a lovely day. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program. A great way to support the channel. But either way, leave a comment or free. Always lovely to hear from you. It truly is. And I'll see you next review. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. See ya.